Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a fun video for you. It is a this or that video where I basically take groups of two fragrances together that have something in common, that are a little bit similar, and I quickly do a comparison and tell you which one I prefer, or if I could only choose one, which one would that be? So kind of just a fun, nonchalant video. Don't take it too seriously if I choose one fragrance over the other and the other one happens to be one of your favorites. But if you're interested in seeing what my thoughts are, then stay tuned. Also, do consider subscribing so that you don't miss any future fragrance related content. And without further ado, let's get started. So welcome to my dresser situation once again. I don't have any fairy lights or any candles or anything because we have broad daylight to work with today. So obviously I don't need all of those extra little lighting fixtures. And I am just sipping on my favorite coffee, good old cheap Maxwell House, in one of my favorite coffee mugs. And I've decided to bring out my gorgeous roses from Rose Forever. And on my perfume tray, you might see a couple of changes. I did bring out Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle because I actually wore this the other night and I really enjoyed it. And this is quite a nice fall time fragrance or cooler weather fragrance because it's very sweet and very heavy and also really, really strong. So pear, vanilla, and vetiver. And I also brought out Zadig & Voltaire. This is her. This one's newer to my collection. I talked about it maybe a week ago. This is a gorgeous whipped cream hazelnut and floral scent, and it's very, very unique. I have nothing like this. One of my favorite new fragrances in my collection for sure. And I think everything else on the tray is about the same. Okay, so let's talk about our first comparison, which will be Alien from Mugler and Armani Privé's Rouge Malachite. So Rouge Malachite is a fairly new one to my collection. I bought this about a week ago, pretty much just to review for you guys, but I was also hoping that I would really like this fragrance. This one is very similar to Alien Fusion. It is a tuberose, amber, white floral, very benzoin-y fragrance. This also has quite a fresh, spicy opening, and it has like a very warm, resinous dry down. Definitely really good for the evening, very sensual, very tuberose, super, super heavy on the tuberose. Whereas Alien is your woody, amber, jasmine scent, and this one has been a longtime favorite of mine since about spring this year. So between these two, you guys, I think the obvious answer is Alien from Mugler. This is my absolute favorite fragrance of all time. This one beats out most of the other ones I have in my collection. So yeah, there's really no comparison here at all. The way these two fragrances are similar is that they both have the same sort of vibe. They both have kind of like that ambery, jasmine-y vibe, but the main difference is that the Rouge Malachite is quite a lot heavier on tuberose, whereas the Alien is just very simply jasmine, amber, woody notes. It's not complicated, very straightforward, very bold, very sexy, goes in all occasions. I love it. You guys can tell I actually have a backup, so I have two of them, so that tells you how much I love it. And yeah, when it comes to these two, there really just is no comparison. So next we have two from Chanel. We have Chanel No. 5 Eau Premiere, which is a flanker of the original No. 5. And we have Chanel No. 5, the original. So if you haven't smelled Chanel No. 5, this to me is a classic. This to me is like a must-have. I feel that every woman should have this in her collection. Of course, this is quite polarizing. People don't all like it. It does have a little bit of a dated vibe. Some people will call it grandma vibes. I don't like to say grandma vibes, but this does have a very powdery, aldehydic kind of nature about it. And it can be off-putting. I don't think it smells very modern. I don't think it smells sexy, but I absolutely love this fragrance. There's something about it. I just find it beautiful, timeless. It has a very like vintage, old Hollywood glamour kind of feeling to it. And you can tell that I've actually put a bit of a dent in it because I do wear this one to bed. Honestly, this should be more empty for the amount that I use this. So I really, really enjoy the No. 5. No. 5 Eau Premiere is a flanker that came out, I think in either 2015 or 2017 maybe. And how the Eau Premiere is different is that this one isn't quite as sharp. It's not quite as powdery. It's a little bit lighter, and it also has more of a vanillic kind of an undertone. So it's kind of like a more modernized, more versatile, more mass-pleasing version of the original No. 5. I'm just going to take the lids off here. Yeah, it smells very, very similar to the original number 5. It's just a little bit lighter and a little bit more vanillic maybe. And the original, I don't know, there's something about this one. I like this one. So yeah, between these two, you guys, and I've often thought this, that I really didn't need to buy the Premier, and if I could go back, I probably wouldn't get the Eau Premier, because they're both very, very similar. But the clear winner for me between these two is the original number 5. I love this one. I think that there's no point in wearing something to make it dumbed down sort of, or like watered down. I just really, really like this one, and it has excellent performance. Both of them do. I don't really wear this one for like daytime. I don't wear this out, and I would never wear this for a date or something, because I think it doesn't give off like sexy, attractive vibes. But yeah, I like this one. So the winner between these two for me is the Chanel number 5 original. Okay, time for some sexy evening fragrances. So we have Coco Noir from Chanel, and we have Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense. So Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One Intense, this is a bit of a warm, spicy, kind of a floriental. It does have some coconut in it. This is a very sweet, seductive, very evening, pretty good performing nighttime perfume. I'm just gonna take the lid off and give it a smell again. This is such a nice fragrance, you guys. I love it so much. Some people have asked me if I could do an update on this one, because I haven't talked about it for quite a while. But the reason is because I just haven't felt an occasion where I could wear it. To me, this one is really like, if I'm putting on a dress and going out in the evening, or going out for dinner or something like that. And you guys, I just haven't been doing that lately. So that's the issue, I think, is that I haven't had opportunities to wear any of these like special occasion date night perfumes, probably because of COVID, to be honest. But this is a beautiful scent, and I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so seductive. It's so sweet. I think most men would really like this one. I think they would find it very sexy. And then we have Coco Noir. This one is a little bit spicier. This one does have tonka bean. It has kind of that Chanel vibe about it, that Chanel kind of DNA or quality that you can pick up in a fragrance. This one's a little bit more sophisticated, a little bit more mature. It does have a sophisticated touch to it. Like, I can't really put my finger on it, but it has a sophisticated Chanel touch. And my boyfriend actually described this one as like a sexy evening scent for the Cayman Islands. So take that for what you will. I don't know where he gets that from, but he thinks this is like what you would find on a sexy woman someplace, I guess, quite luxurious. Yeah, this is beautiful. It almost leans a little bit masculine. This is probably the most masculine smelling nighttime scent that I have in my collection, and that's probably because of that spice. And it's so classy. I think I told you guys in one of my Chanel videos that this one doesn't have great lasting power. Maybe I need to moisturize better, because a lot of people find that it actually is pretty long lasting. So yeah, maybe I just need to toy around with it a little bit more, but I really, really like this, and I wish I had more like fancy occasions to wear this. Now the difficult decision is deciding which one is better. You guys, oh, this is a tough one. This is a really tough one. I have to go with my gut, and that is the Coco Noir. And the reason I will pick the Coco Noir is because this one has such an elegant, sophisticated, mysterious quality about it. It's not your typical generic nighttime pleasing scent. Take that for what you will, because these are two kind of random comparisons. They're both amazing, but if I have to pick one between these two, it would be the Coco Noir. Yeah, if I had to pick one, but I like both of them. I have to say I'm most excited to like put on some high heels and stretch my legs with the Coco though, because I feel like that's such a seductive boss woman scent. So now we have one that has been highly requested, and this one is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum versus Victor and Rolf Eau de Parfum. Flower Bomb, sorry. So Flower Bomb, you guys know I've had in my collection for a really long time. This was my signature scent 5 years ago. Lots of memories attached to this one for me. Lots of really good memories. I absolutely love this fragrance. This is a patchouli floral fragrance. There's a lot of different floral notes in there. I believe there is freesia. I think there's jasmine. There's just a lot of floral notes in here, as well as patchouli, and there's also like a sweetness to it. I think there might be some fruity notes as well that give it like a little bit of a sweetness. Super unique, super intoxicating, very, very sexy. Yeah, I love that one. And then we have Miss Dior Eau de Parfum. This is your orange patchouli and rose fragrance, a little bit sweeter. This one to me has more of a daytime sophistication. Both of them are actually all season, all occasion. You could really wear all of them in all scenarios. The only main difference I would say between the two is that your Viktor and Rolf, I would say, is probably the sexier one. If I have to pick one that is more sexy for date night, I would probably go with Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. But if I wanted something that was just your quintessential pretty girl, everyday, anywhere perfume, I would probably go with the Miss Dior. So which one of these do I prefer? If I could only pick one, which one would I pick? Oh gosh, you guys. Okay, well, obviously my love between these two is obviously Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb. But that being said, Miss Dior Eau de Parfum is my favorite daytime scent ever, whereas the Viktor and Rolf is just one of my, in general, favorite perfumes ever. Oh my gosh, you guys. I never realized how similar these are. They're very, very similar. The main difference between these two is I would say the Flower Bomb almost has like a spicy quality about it. It almost has like this intoxicating, very unique, spicy kind of quality to it, where the Miss Dior is just a lot sweeter. You guys, I have to call it a tie. I can't pick between these two. I like them both. They're both very similar. I would just say that the Viktor and Rolf is probably better for like date night, whereas the Miss Dior is better for like all occasion, every day. But they're too similar for me to pick a favorite. I don't know. Yeah, these are actually very similar, you guys. They're very, very similar. But yeah, that is gonna be, I promise this will be the only tie. So it is a tie between Miss Dior and Flower Bomb. So now we have two seductive evening scents. We have Dior Addict from Christian Dior versus Tom Ford Noir Pour Femme. Okay, so both of these fragrances I have not had a chance to wear, unfortunately, because I've owned both of them only since COVID started, and of course I haven't had a chance to go out and wear my super sexy, seductive, sultry dresses because I have no life right now. But I love both of these fragrances. The Tom Ford Noir Pour Femme, this one is really unique. It's very interesting. It has a note of kulfi or kulfi, I'm not sure how you say it. It is a type of dessert, and it also has a note of mastic in here, which apparently smells a little bit like turpentine, so take that for what you will. This doesn't smell like turpentine or like gasoline or anything like that to me. This is just a super dark, seductive gourmand. If you have ever smelled Noir de Noir from Tom Ford, which I have a 10 ml travel size of, it's kind of like that, but this one is a little bit lighter and more versatile and a little bit more feminine. But they both have that same kind of super seductive, dark, delicious quality about them. This is beautiful. I wish that I had an opportunity to wear this. I'm kind of waiting for like the right occasion to wear this one. And then we have Dior Addict, and this one is more of a vanilla oriental. This also has some sandalwood in it. This has some florals in it. This one is really creamy, really seductive, very pretty. This one's a little bit more mainstream date night, where I would say the Tom Ford Noir is more of like a unique, dark, seductive kind of date night. This one's a little bit mature too. Some people find that the Dior Addict is a little bit more of a mature perfume. I would agree. I don't think it's something you would love in your late teens. So let's just give them a smell and refresh our noses. You guys, they're so similar. I'm doing a good job of actually picking like similar ones. I'm impressed with myself. God, this is beautiful. That's a really beautiful fragrance. It's like creamy, seductive, floral, feminine, sultry. Oh, it's just gorgeous. And then we have Noir. Same deal, except this one is special. There's something really unique in this one. This one's just really special. It's really unique. Okay, I don't want to be unfair and call it a tie again. I could almost do that because I like them both so much and they're both amazing. So if I have to pick one, okay. If I have to pick one, you guys, I'm gonna go with Tom Ford Noir. And the reason being, for scent-wise, I think they're a tie. Like the way that they smell, I love them both equally. They're a little bit different, but I like them both equally. There isn't really a smell that I prefer, but the Tom Ford Noir has much better performance. So this one I know, they both have great performance, but this one I know lasts a little bit longer and is very, very strong and powerful compared to the Dior Addict. So the It's kind of a tie, but the performance is what breaks the tie, and it goes to Noir Parfum. Okay, and our last comparison for today's video is Blondine from Versailles and Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere from Philosophy. Both of these fragrances have a buttery quality to them. They both have a little bit of a gourmand quality, but then they also have some other notes that make them just very warm, very cozy, very ideal for this cooler weather. Blondine is this absolutely gorgeous, a little bit floral, buttery scent. This has quite a beautiful note of leather. It's a very feminine, soft leather. It's not offensive. It's just a very cozy, warm, delicious perfume that you could wear sitting by the fireplace. You could wear this in the evening, cuddling up on the couch, but you could also wear this one with some high heels and a dress going out to a jazz club or a piano bar or something like that. So this perfume is very multifunctional, and it's just really unique, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the few niche scents I actually have in my collection. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere. This one is more like warm buttercream icing drizzled over a cozy cashmere sweater. This one smells like baking, it smells like coziness, it smells like a cable knit sweater. It's super warm and creamy and inviting and cozy and comforting. It's amazing. I love this. This is one of my newest discoveries. I talked about this in a video maybe a week and a half ago. But kind of what they both have in common for me is that they're both very cozy and comforting and warm, and they both have a little bit of a butter quality. This one actually has a note of butter in it, whereas the Fresh Cream does not, but I kind of pick it up, like I kind of get that. So which one is the winner for me? This one is a little bit easier for me to choose a winner because I have to go with the one that is an eau de parfum concentration. It lasts longer, it's stronger, it's more unique, and it's just a very special perfume, and you could also wear it for different occasions. Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere, I think this one is more appropriate for like fall, autumn, cooler day, cozying in on the couch, maybe even wearing it to bed. Just a really comforting, warm scent. Your Blondine is your versatile one that you could wear to a few different occasions, and it is definitely the most unique. So the winner here is going to be Blondine from Versailles. You guys, this is such a beautiful fragrance. Absolutely try to get your hands on a decant. I know I've had a couple of subscribers mention to me that they have this and they love it, so I know that this is universally pleasing, and I actually really want to wear this fall. This is going to be like one of my winter scents, I think. So Blondine for me is the clear and very easy winner between these two. So you guys, here are your winners, and that is it for today's video. Please let me know down below if you shared similar tastes, if you would have picked the same ones as I did, or if you would have picked something else for a different reason. I'm really curious to know what your thoughts are, and let me know as well if you enjoyed this type of video, and I will make more of them in the future. God knows I have tons of other fragrances I could do this with. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.